Hey guys, so I've been washing brushes today and I have just a few left here, so I decided to make a little video and show you how I usually do that because that's a question I'm getting asked a lot. So first of all, I usually have a cup of water on the side, then I have my favorite soap. This is by Beauty Blender. That's the lid, that's how it looks. It usually lasts me, it's a big jar, it usually lasts me about a year and a half, considering then I do that a lot of washing of the brushes. They also have a little pad that mine is stuck on the bottom because I'm running out of soap that has little ridges on it that helps with setting up the soap and getting in between the brush's bristles, so that's helpful. You can also do it in the palm of your hand. So let's start. So what I usually do is I take my brush and I dip it into the cup of water. Then I swiggle it on the soap a little bit, set it up, and you can easily do it in the palm of your hand like that. You want to set it up pretty well. Then you want to squeeze out the excess soap. And then what you want to do is you want to just rinse it a little bit. You want to rinse out all of the soap that's still in there. So what's really important when you get your brushes into the water is the way you hold them. You don't want to hold them directed to the water. This is a big no-no, because if you do it like that, then the water gets all the way down into the ferrule, and this is the little spot where you have your glue that's holding up the brush bristles, and if the water gets in there, then it starts softening up the glue and the bristles might come out of the brush, which you really don't want to happen. Also, if the glue softens up too much, then it can spread bacteria, so that's a not good thing to do. So essentially what you want to do is to either hold your brush vertically with the bristles down, or maybe at an angle to help you rinse out all the soap. Then what you want to do is in between your thumb and this little pad of your pointing finger, you want to create a little bit of tension and squeeze out all the excess water like that. And then you just lay it flat to dry. So this one is the one that I just washed maybe a couple minutes ago. As you can see, the brushes tend to fan out a little bit when they're drying out. So my favorite thing to do is to use these little things. They're called brush guard. What you do is you put them on like that, slide them up, and you dry your brushes with it on. So when you take it off, it's gonna look pretty much like new. Also, when you dry your brushes laying flat, you want them to hang off the edge of the table a little bit so that it helps with the air circulation, and then your brushes are gonna dry much quicker. Okay, so another thing I tend to do 2-3 brushes at a time if they're the same shape, length, or it's kind of like the same natural bristle brushes. And I've been using these for a little bit, so they feel, especially this one is an oldie, it's maybe like 8-9 years old. So it feels a little drier. So after washing, it's kind of fun and it saves you a lot of time to wash them 3 or 4 at once, however many you can fit in. Let me see. Yeah, it washes out pretty easily with that little pad. So you want to set it up, get rid of the excess, and then rinse out the excess water. And rinse it out pretty thoroughly. Sometimes, to check for whether I still have the soap left or not, when you move the bristles like that, you can kind of hear the sound of the soap bubbles just bursting. So that's a good trick to check whether your soap is out of the brush or not. So because I feel like they are a little drier, because I've been using them for a little bit, I would use a little bit of hair conditioner, and just plain hair conditioner, the one that you're using on a daily basis. This is more than enough for all three of them. I could even use that amount for another brush, another like big face brush that's made of natural bristles. You don't want to do that to your synthetic brushes because synthetic hair don't tend to get as coarse. So what it does, it helps you smooth out the hairs, and it helps you close down the hair follicles, and I would leave them for maybe 30 seconds and or a minute to dry up like that. And while I still have some left on my hand, I'll do like another natural bristle one. What it does for your brush, it makes it much softer. What it also does, so thinking about it from the hair perspective, the hairs on your brush, the more you wash them, the more the follicle on the hair opens up, so the more product it picks up. And when you wash it like that with a little bit of conditioner, it closes down the follicles, and then it picks up a little less product, so when you're working with it, you'll notice a little bit of difference. Okay, and here I have a little bit of the conditioner left, so I'm gonna just work it out. Work it into the brush. Okay. I'm gonna leave it for a little bit. And then once like your 30 seconds or a minute passed, you just wanna really wash it out of the bristles. Okay. And never hold the brush up to the water. Don't forget that. You always want the bristles point down. So when it comes to the frequency of washing your brushes, for professional makeup artists, it's better to do it. It's not better, you have to do it after every single use. If you do it for personal use, then I would recommend doing it maybe after every 2 or 3 uses of the brush to prevent the color buildup and to prevent the bacteria spreading. So I'm almost done washing my brushes, and I would love for you to let me know if you like this video, or if you have any comments or recommendations on what you're using currently to wash your brushes and sanitize them. I would really appreciate your feedback. Thank you guys, see you next time.